Understanding the laws of nature catapulted us into the Industrial Revolution. Now, understanding the laws of our nature, we will be rocketed into an emotional revolution that will transform our world even more than ever before.
So once again, Ngoni, it's nice to have you, to be with you actually. Today we're going to talk about a law that is very close to my heart. It's the law of simplify. And it basically says that the people that we see as not like us, we unify them, we make them all the same, even to the way that they look, their attributes and all that kind of stuff. And very often through the law of slip, we attach negative attributes to the people that are in our out group. Whereas the people that are in our in group, we see them as unique, we see them as special, as different, and we wouldn't kind of decide that they're all the same. We would never do that because that doesn't make sense. So in the business world, I see that causing silos between departments and that kind of things. And I'm also sure it causes a split between different industries and that kind of thing, and that could just impact our economy if we're not careful in a very negative way. And I would like to get your opinion on that today.
No, absolutely. Throughout the entire economy, from the micro, that's at company level, all the way to macro, that's at really the whole economy level, we see evidence of this taking place. And somehow, it reminds me of the law of self, that maybe people are so inwardly focused that whoever is not like them is just sort of blurred out there in the periphery.
Yeah.
And it is really a big problem because it starts dividing where there should be unity.
Yeah.
So instead of a company's different departments working together like the cogs in a gear, and driving forward, then you start getting this disjoint where the machine doesn't operate properly because people from one department want to say, oh, those guys at accounts, and the accounts guys want to say, oh, those guys at sales, and immediately, once you brand someone out of your space, it becomes a problem, unintentionally.
Yeah.
That type of thing comes out, and I think that's why racism remains prevalent to this day, because people are used to that, and they only see people like themselves as having being more meaningful or having greater value attributed to them.
Yeah, for sure. And it's actually tragic how much one loses then as soon as you put people in your out group. I would see in businesses where the HR department is just seen as a need to have kind of thing, but not really as part of the business and growing the business. And the same thing would happen with the finance department. Those are just the guys that always say no, and it creates this resistance between these groups. Instead of them working together in one unified machine, as you said, they just work against themselves. But I wonder often in Namibia, in our Namibian context, whether different industries don't also do that unintentionally, maybe even to each other, where they instead of unifying and becoming a really corporate Namibia, that they split it up and they cause some of our industries not to be as strong as they could be.
Absolutely, and as a result, the economy as a whole, just like the example we gave about the company, there's something that we've really been looking at NEB Research, and that is the linkages in our economy. Like you said, the different industries operate in silos. So I've got this industry and I export my stuff to Europe, and that's what I do. I'm not going to worry about how I can create linkages backwards, and I'm not going to worry about how I create linkages forwards within this economy.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about doing my thing, and that's it. So the silo mentality, I would say, is quite prevalent. That's why we have problems with things like value addition or beneficiation.
Yes.
Because you really need to understand that as an industry, this is the industry that you can potentially feed, and there's an industry out there that feeds you. And those three industries together create a formidable economic powerhouse that can actually create employment and value addition locally, instead of the one industry just exporting all its raw materials to Europe so that we can buy them back after they've been processed there.
And if you just think of the growth opportunities that we might be missing just because of that little law.
Absolutely, the government has been on a real drive for industrialization, increased beneficiation. We are still partly a largely extractive economy, where we extract minerals, we extract marine resources, we extract from the earth, agriculture, so to speak. But once we've extracted that, the question is, what do we do with it? And as long as those primary industries consider themselves a silo, there is no way that they can actually get to feed the secondary industries, which is where the manufacturing sector is housed, and which is where we get most of our internal growth from.
So it's actually very important that people would step in and be the link between the silos. That both groups of industry realize that we are one nation, we are one economy, and we all can work together to create a greater economy, and possibly if we manage that, we could really create the new economy that would be better than the one that we had before, which I very, very often hear people talking about and saying, hey, it's going to be a new and a different economy, and who knows, maybe it's going to be a better economy if we can just learn to work together.
Absolutely, and just as a take-home point, I think once we explore this, it might be uncomfortable, but once we explore this, we actually realize that our commonalities far outweigh the differences that we're hinging this whole siloism on.
Yeah, exactly. I look forward to that happening.
I think, it's a mindset thing,
It is.
and this is what I've realized, that when I met you with these laws initially, and when you made your presentation, a lot resonated with me as a person, as a family man, and as a person in business as well. And a lot of this I can bring down to really being a mindset. And a mindset is really difficult to change. So hopefully, once we get to start to influence some of our great leaders to start thinking of things differently, this will cascade throughout the organization and the country as a whole. This is what we look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen. It's bound to happen, and I look forward to experiencing that. I think we're going to have a good next generation if we do our thing, our part, and build the economy that we would like to have.
No, absolutely. I think, like you said, we plant the seeds and water them.
There you go. Thanks, Ngoni. Once again, it was amazing. I could speak with you on this subject for the rest of the day, I reckon. But I think I'm going to cut it short here. So thank you very much. I look forward to our next chat.
All right, solid.
Good.